130 people across this country take their own life. Every year, approximately 1.38 million people try to take their own lives, but are thankfully saved. One Perham, Minnesota teacher is now grateful he is a living part of the second statistic. I sat down with the man who is alive today after a traumatic and scary time in his life. It's a story you'll only see right here on Valley News Live. Family pictures of the Solbergs and Perham show a happy and healthy crew. For some, it's difficult to figure out how one of them could be dealing with dark thoughts.
If you've never been there, you do not understand what's going on, because that was not me.
Corey Solberg and his wife Heidi have been married for nearly 30 years and both teaching in Perham since 1999. But recently, life taught him one of the toughest lessons. It started with a bladder cancer diagnosis in 2020, and then it returned this fall with a vengeance.
I was still trying to battle the anxiety of why. Why isn't this working? Why is this different? Why does it seem like cancer is winning when I want to win so bad?
Several rounds of treatment went by at Sanford and Fargo, but nothing seemed to be getting better.
It just started to feel like it was getting darker, like everything about my life was getting darker. And then eventually, at the end, it truly felt like it was like a movie, like a complete darkness took over.
One day late this fall, it was too much to handle. Corey wrote an email to his wife, made a plan, and then one afternoon, he went through with it.
That's when I saw that email, so then obviously I knew he's trying to hurt himself, but I had no idea where he would be.
Corey was found by a friend of his and then rushed off to the hospital.
I just said, is he still alive? And he said, I don't know.
He cut himself multiple times in multiple parts of his body, and the injuries knocked him out for 2 weeks.
I just don't think you'd ever think anybody, would try to hurt themselves. So yeah, it's it's been a journey, but I've had great family and friends helping along the way, and yeah, we're just very thankful and grateful that he's here, definitely.
Now he is recovering on the inside and outside at home.
And the physical scars are difficult. It's hard. It's hard to look at my body now and realize that a lot of that damage is because of myself.
Another part of that recovery is support. People in the community are coming together. Students and staff at Perham High are wearing sweaters for Solberg, and the messages of support are pouring in.
Now I know there are literally thousands of people that I can turn to.
Everything can still be a little overwhelming at times, but they say it's all part of a bigger plan.
I think this is the path God wants us to take, is to tell people about mental health and about suicide. And it's hard to say that word, but I'm getting a little bit better at it. And to tell people, and maybe it's going to get people talking so they don't feel ashamed.
It's a path filled with pain and heartache, but the other end of the journey is showing them how much more life has to offer.
I do know the one word that I use more than I've ever used before is the word love. That there are just people and friends that I love that I've never told them that, and now I tell them almost daily. And heart emojis are really cute too.
Corey wants his story to help others. If you think a friend or a family member isn't acting like themselves, ask them about it. And if you or anyone you know needs help, you can always call the Suicide Prevention Hotline. That number is up right now at the bottom of your screen. You can also find it at the bottom of this story on your VNL News app. As for Corey, right now he is still working with his cancer team on a treatment plan going forward.